New at 10 as summer starts to heat up and grills fire up, backyard barbecue season is in full swing. But this year, beef prices are expected to douse the flames. CBS 19's Robert De La Garza spoke to East Texas farm to market owners about what's behind the rising cost of your favorite cuts and what you should expect when you head to your local butcher this summer.
Beef prices are sizzling, hitting nearly $6 a pound and up almost 50% from 5 years ago, adding fuel to the fire for summer grillers.
As you think about the price of beef, certainly the price of the cattle is one of the primary factors.
J. Scott Herod, who owns Cut Beef in Tyler, says it's not just about higher prices. There's a shrinking cattle supply, too.
So those two things together are driving the price of beef up, as well as all the costs that are incurred to create the actual end user beef.
Herod and other ranchers say raising cattle has become more expensive across the board, thanks to pricier feed and land.
Our prices definitely increase because feed costs continually go up.
And owner of Twisted Feed Market, Clayton Vickers, says feed has gone up roughly 25% alone.
That is a commodity that we are affected by.
Vickers and Herod both say one of the biggest budget busters, meat processing.
So until the regulations are loosened to where small producers can put in small processing plants, we're forced to go to the ones that we got, and they're going to charge what they charge.
They say it's not just the beef, it's everything from start to finish that's costing more, all the way from the ranch to your dinner plate.
We only raise our rates when we have to. We're not corporate. We don't raise it just to make more money. But we do have to raise it to stay in business.
But now as we look at it, you're seeing some of your most popular cuts go to prices that we've never seen before.
Some of the hottest cuts, ribeyes, New York strips, and filet mignons, have nearly doubled. Even ground beef is at a record high. Now consumers are having to get creative.
You've got a lot of people that are being creative in what cuts they use that perhaps before they wouldn't.
But so are ranchers.
We've had to adapt and be creative in terms of some new items that we've brought to market, items that would create better margins.
Herod says they've turned lower demand cuts into tasty hits, like natural beef jerky, summer sausage, and snack sticks to help boost profit margins.
As we find ourselves at higher prices, for example, now, than we've ever had historically, we're also faced with lower margin than we've had historically.
They both emphasize knowing meat quality and production is key to the costs linked to producing high-quality beef, and how these prices might be here to stay.
We're doing our best to stabilize, and we're looking for ways that we can be creative in order to make sure that everyone can afford natural beef, but it's continuing to be challenging for families.
Reporting in Tyler, Robert De La Garza, CBS 19.